I think 95% of sushi is terrible and overpriced, and most people have never actually had good sushi. This is a special Asian food themed stream for Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. Now we're getting to a little bit of fun where we pick 2 iconic dishes from 8 different cultures, and as a group we're going to talk it out, debate, maybe share some memories, and try to rank them from top tier to less than top tier. I don't want to say bottom tier, but just less than. So we have our 16 dishes here. So we're going to kick things off with adobo, which is a Filipino dish. Knimbley, you want to try to explain what adobo is if anybody doesn't know?
It's the nectar of the gods. It feels like what it means to be Filipina, just like warm, comforting.
Definitely above the middle. Yeah, above the middle for sure. It's like one of those things where like it's a good struggle meal if you need it to be.
Crowbetty actually has some really good like criteria: ease of making, versatility, high leftover quality. What if we put it at like a 4? Let's put it at a 4 for now. Yeah. Up next from Vietnam, we got the banh mi.
If it were me, banh mi would be like so high up there because it's so convenient. It's always refreshing. It has all the food groups.
I'm biased though. I love a good sandwich. You know what I mean? And I think of all the Asian cuisines, this is probably the best Asian sandwich you could get.
Nothing is easier to sneak in your purse to the movie theater.
I'm gonna put a banh mi at like a 6 or 7. Only because I think banh mi is incredible, but when I'm thinking about what I'm craving to comfort, I don't know if banh mi does it. I might move banh mi like towards like an 8 or 9 because we do have a lot of good stuff here.
I accept that.
Yeah, but since we mentioned it, I think we got to bring in pho because this is a heavy hitter. I think on our list.
It's so good.
This is a heavy hitter.
That's easily number 1 for me.
Are you sick? Heartbreak.
Yep.
Heartbreak is crazy.
Yeah. Happy.
It's that combination of the basil and the mint, jalapeno.
Malaria.
Girl. She said, let me whip Indy.
Is anyone else getting malaria in their pho or just AV? Oh, okay, wait, that makes sense. Sorry, I thought you meant that you were getting malaria from the pho.
No, like when you're
it's
sick.
to cure the malaria.
We're
keep it at 2 and see what happens.
The other Filipino dish that we have is sinigang. For people who don't know what sinigang is, how would you describe it, Knimbley?
I didn't see her on here. How would I describe her? Perfection, cleansing. So I don't get to eat it as much because I have a shrimp allergy. However, if I pop a Benadryl and just know that I'm going to be bedridden for a few days, like it'll be fine. It's a solid like 7
have
for me.
EpiPen ready.
Yeah, not the EpiPen. Just let me just. I feel like we could chop sinigang from this list.
I want sinigang more than banh
mi. That's fair.
All right, I want to hear it. Miao, what's the thinking?
You're a soup person. That makes sense.
I am kind of a soup person, but I think it's because my favorite banh mi shop closed down in COVID, like in the 2020 year.
She's been betrayed by now.
Maybe let's bump banh mi to like a 9, and then sinigang.
I just have fond memories of sinigang. Maybe I'm like too emotional.
Actually, you know what? Let's just.
There's no such thing.
Let's just leave this. We still need to fill in the rest of this. We need to fill in.
I feel like we could just like pause her for now. I don't know.
Let's put sinigang to the side. We'll put her to the side for a little bit. So the 2 Korean dishes that we have here is bibimbap, which is like the mixed rice bowl. And then we also have Korean barbecue. The bibimbap, I feel like it's a good like entry point into Korean cuisine. And then of course you got Korean barbecue, which is like classic, quintessential, family, friends, everything gathering.
Korean barbecue kind of clears for me though, because you can get bibimbap there too.
I kind of like bibimbap because it's like a Korean barbecue dish in your stone pot.
Miao's got a hot take. Let's hear it.
Yeah, give us the hot take.
Bibimbap is one of those things that you eat to clear out your fridge. So I don't crave it because that's its purpose in some ways. Because you always have rice.
That is
right?
Purpose.
Rice is just
that's where it originates from.
But like you just, it's like, oh, we gotta use all the veggies.
I think we have to throw away bibimbap because of Miao's hot take.
I do think that Korean barbecue deserves that #1 spot. Y'all can fight me about it later.
Celebratory.
I love hot pot more than KBBQ.
I
Oh,
think
wait a minute,
hot
no, you're
pot and
right.
Korean barbecue have to be on the same level,
the
but
same
Different
experience.
they're the
On a
same
point.
experience.
Same word, different font.
I love hot pot. Don't get me wrong, but everything is in a pot, which is what's great about it. But you
the
don't
pot
get
can be
like.
split.
Are you
But you
anti-pot?
Yeah.
No,
Split the
don't
pot.
get no. Let me finish that. Say you get like a tomato-based soup, or you just get like a pork-based soup. That is your base for
You just walked
everything
in.
that you're making.
Yeah, me once.
I like the split pot.
Just get a split
Yeah.
pot.
Let's do Korean barbecue hot pot. Let's put that at #1. Push pho
Okay,
to #2. And we'll return to this once we get a little bit more of our ranking filled out. I hear you, Knimbley, on the sushi. I think 95% of sushi is terrible and overpriced. And most people have never actually had good sushi.
No,
Now,
they're being
That
gaslit.
being said, when it comes to actual Michelin sushi omakase
Oh, I was
meals,
gonna say, if it's a Michelin experience, you know you're getting good food. But if you have to go to a Michelin to get food that's worth it, it's not good to me. Like
It's a
for
lot.
this list.
yes, I agree.
It's
Like
not
that's
common enough.
it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Not accessible enough.
No.
Yeah.
Because I think sushi in Japan is actually fine.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
fine. So I don't know. For me personally, I really do love sushi. Having fresh fish is just such a nice meal for me versus like ramen, which I think is really heavy. I feel like a big beach ball afterwards.
Okay,
Let's
Melissa,
put
can I
ramen
have
on this
your-
tier too. Can we just do the noodle soups right now and just rank these because there's several.
I feel like a
we
boba
don't-
should have its own category because it's just like so universal. Just put it next to Melissa there, boba. That's where it should
Yeah,
be.
exactly. She's gonna enjoy it. Yeah.
Amy, you can flame me for this. I actually don't love beef noodle soup. It's actually not something
Let
I
me
ever.
cook you mine, girl. I'm on my way right now.
For
Have a
me
personal invitation to
personally,
my house, to my dinner table, for me to cook you one. My personal beef noodle soup is better than any restaurant I have ever had it at. But I love dim sum so much. I love it.
I know. I think what we gotta do, we gotta move adobo down a little bit. Yes, to make some room. Because I
That's
think.
fair.
Oh yeah, we still need to
Well,
separate sushi and ramen.
They can stay where they are. I think that would be awesome.
I think the average person would put sushi probably in like their top 3 Asian foods.
Yeah, 7 is solid. I think after
7
adobo,
solid?
yeah, ramen is still, she can stay.
I like that.
where she
I like
is.
that. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
beef noodle soup and ramen could be even. I think they
Yeah.
both could be 10.
They're both 10. Okay.
Yeah. Like you could even throw beef noodle soup off. I think the only beef noodle soup that matters is mine.
Yeah.
I'm so serious right now.
Thai food, yes. So we have our pad thai and our tom yum soup.
If you have sinus congestion, tom yum soup pulls through.
Mhm. Now, who put pad thai at #9? You know she's in the top 5.
I
She's
think
worth
I
going
think
to the
I
hospital
think pad
for.
thai is above adobo, but it's definitely not
Yeah.
higher than dim sum.
What's
It's
that?
like the In-N-Out burger of noodles. It is dependable.
But we like In-N-Out burgers. Yes.
love
We need
In-N-Out
to
burger.
switch tom
It is
yum and pad
dependable.
thai.
Always gonna taste exactly the same across the board at every Thai restaurant. You can always expect it to slap.
Oh, hi, Miao. Welcome back.
Katie's
I would
Mhm.
love to kick ramen off, but
Please, yes. They gave
honestly,
her just a
we're
good-
there too.
Let's bring in the
justice
Indian
for
food.
samosas.
We need to
Justice
get
for
some Indian
India.
food in. Justice for
Oh
India.
yeah, samosas could absolute, in my opinion, like we can
Yes.
leave
I love them.
masala off the list. I'm sorry. Like if we're talking about stuff being very non-Asian palate friendly, tikka masala is up there. I will eat samosa just for the chutney alone because you can't just like eat the jam. It's like a spicy fruit like jam. It's so dang good.
I can recognize. I think a bibimbap's off this list. I think a sinigong's off this list, right?
I think
Yeah.
ramen and sinigang are gone.
Take them both out. If one's
Right.
going,
Oh,
I
take
think
them both.
ramen getting off
One
this
goes,
list
ramen
is
has
a
to go
very
too.
hot take. I'm just gonna say,
It is a hot take, but I think it's legit.
I think masala's gone. I don't know if samosa's like top 5, guys.
You could put it lower. I guess it's a snack.
I think beef noodle soup's gone. That's just me.
Only Amy's works.
Yeah, only Amy's worth it. That's the only beef noodle soup you want. So this is where we're at right now. Is this? Are we feeling good about this?
I'm a sushi lover, but I don't love sushi more than like a lot of things on this list.
Yes. Oh, this looks good.
I feel comfortable with this, which I think is like a good space to be at. That is our top 10 goated Asian dishes that we are all happy with and content with this list.
And now I'm very hungry. One thing that's been really great to me as like a mixed race, like Asian person is I feel like this is the most connected to my culture I've been, and not even just being Filipino, like being like an Asian woman, because everybody is just so welcoming. And I was really looking forward to this. So thank you all so much for being such wonderful company. And I learned a lot.
To be honest, I professionally sort of took a break from engaging with a lot of these stories because it kind of felt difficult navigating that and feeling responsible to tell these stories, but also not wanting to be pigeonholed to tell these stories as a journalist. So being able to have these conversation streams like this, just be able to tell these stories again and feeling really passionate about it has meant a lot to me. So the fact that all three of you are here, I'm just really grateful for all of you, really.
It falls down so hard on minorities to make it our burden to be the ones to tell our stories and to be the forefront of the ones always representing and pushing and stand. It's exhausting. You burn out so fast. I feel like it's so important that we as women and we as a minority like uplift one another and don't try to like suffocate each other out of these spaces. I feel like so exciting to see more and more welcoming spaces and more people who are like just blooming into their identities, because you absolutely belong in these spaces. Like these are places for you to take up that space. That is yours.
This is so sweet. I'm like tearing up. Y'all are the best.
Thank you, Miao, Amy, Knimbley again. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye everyone. Bye.